Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Millennial Smark, and I'm bringing you the slop, the whole slop, and nothing but the slop. You know, the main character syndrome that's happening within this generation is already bad enough, right? This constant entitlement of believing that you are the center of the world, that your mental instability is the end of the world if the slightest thing does not go in your fucking favor. And then you take that and then you mash it up with the cognitive dissonance that's happening within this generation, really in this entire world when you really think about it. Maybe I shouldn't have put it specifically on this generation. It's happening more and more as we start to get further along in technology and people start to get their own fan bases. And I see this in this whole attitude of we can have our cake and we can absolutely eat our too as being so fucking cancer and so goddamn detrimental. Can I read this post from you just to give you a little bit more context? Elayna Black put this out yesterday, right? I originally had a 10-minute long video explaining where my head's at, and maybe eventually I'll post it, but seems unnecessary for now. I'll keep it short, but I am going to be taking a break from wrestling for the foreseeable future. It's no longer good for my mental health, and I'll never know if that love for it I once had will return if I don't step away. I'm going to take the rest of the year to take care of me and go from there. I apologize to the fans and promoters who were looking forward to booked my upcoming appearances. I hope you can understand. To my supporters, thank you. Bree, which I assume is her first name, Elayna, let go or be dragged. The main character syndrome, and people are probably looking at this post and they're probably saying to themselves, if you actually favor this type of thinking, you are who I'm talking about, right? How do you not see this post and then think to yourself, this shit bleeds entitlement, this shit bleeds arrogance? Look, I understand everybody is their own person. Everybody takes things at, I don't know, how would you say it? Like, their perception of how life should be lived is going to be completely different from the next person who believes how life should be lived. But to sit here and go on this tangent, right? When in reality, we know what it happens to be. We know why you're leaving wrestling at the moment. And it's two things that I look at and I say to myself, for all the people who come out of the woodwork, who like to say things such as, oh, the women have it tough. Oh, women have such stressful lives. Oh, my God, the misogyny, all of these fucking claims. When we know two of the reasons why this is occurring, it's mind-numbing to me. It's mind-numbing as far as the actual cognitive dissonance that I just talked about earlier. So first and foremost, obviously, Elayna Black is making a shit ton of money off of OnlyFans. Which, by the way, as I always state, when it comes to making money, as long as it's legal, I applaud you for it. I applaud you for it. I'm not the incels who are going to say things such as, look at the woman taking off her shirt and showing the boobies. Oh, my God, I wonder if I could be a woman and show my boobies. I can make as much money as her. Oh, what a hoe. 304. Oh. No, I'm not one of those incels who are going to say things like that. Nor am I an incel, period. I don't know. Depends on the person who's talking to me, right? But look, it's not that in itself that I have a problem with. It's not the practice of OnlyFans that I necessarily have a problem with. Again, third time using this term, it's the cognitive dissonance that strays away from what these people initially say in order to get some type of traction when going into their what would you say, their indie journey, if you will, right? But we'll get back to that in a minute. That's the first thing, right, as far as why she's making this post. The second thing, which is the main crux of this entire video, your mental health. Really, it's no longer good for my mental health. Get the fuck offline! Sorry, I'm crashing out. And I shouldn't be crashing out right now. But I am sick and tired. I am tired. I am up to fucking here with this main character syndrome way of how everybody with an account, everybody with a fucking podium, nobody fucking cares about your pitiful fucking life. And I'm not just saying strictly this about Elayna Black, but for everybody who talks about their mental health and how you're so sad and your stupid fucking autism and your stupid fucking depression and your BPD. one fucking cares. No one. I feel like you guys need to use this as some crutch in order to say that you're nothing more than a bunch of money-hungry, lazy fucks who don't want to engage with anything in real life. You need to hear this. No one fucking cares. The only reason why anybody even engages with your retarded ass mentality of legitimately using mental health as an excuse for anything is because they're pussies and they're afraid of being attacked by the other mentally unstable fucks out there who like to pretend as if they themselves are coming down with the retard disease, as if being retarded is terminal. Maybe in some cases if you include Darwinism, but no. Inherently being retarded is not terminal. Your autism, your mental instability, your BPD, your emotional distress, your trauma, nobody fucking cares. Nobody. No, you know what that's code word for? You're a fucking loser. You're a fucking failure. That's what it's coded for. Seeing Elayna Black talk like this and seeing all the other Gen Z millennial mongrels out there using their mental health as some substitute for why you don't succeed at life. No, you're a fucking loser. You're a loser. I don't mean a loser in the sense of, oh, well, I had a job and I work as a fry cook. No, those people are fucking winners. People who work at McDonald's, people who work at Burger King, people who deliver stuff on Amazon, people who work actual good jobs, or hell, money at all. They are doing more for society than your entertaining fucking stupid ass career that you're failing at miserably. You failing as a content creator, you failing as an entertainer, you failing as a fucking YouTuber, you failing as a wrestler, you failing as some sports entertained fucking football player, basketball player, rapper, whatever the case may be. You just fucking suck. You don't have content that appeals to nobody. That's what it is. And Elayna Black, here's something that you need to fucking hear. You probably thought life outside of WWE was gonna be fucking all sunshine and fucking rainbows. Then you got put to the test, and now you actually have to go out there without the fucking security of WWE. And color me shocked. You actually have to go out there and be good at your craft in comparison to your other fucking compadres who probably also want to bitch and moan, but at least they put in the fucking work. You see your life as much more stressful outside of WWE now that you have to make your own bookings, now that you actually have to go out there and do this and do that, and then you fucking miraculously recognize and realize, I could go out there without the help of WWE. I could be a independent worker. I could put in the fucking work, but I have OnlyFans. And like I said, don't care whether or not you have an OnlyFans, but that's what it is. It has nothing to do with mental health. It has nothing to do with any of that. If for anything, the mental health part stems from the fact that there are a bunch of people attacking you because you keep making stupid fucking comments. Not to mention, you lay within that audience, the meritocracy audience, the same audience who suggests that wrestling is the end-all fucking be-all. So guess what? You go out there and then you try to wrestle like your contemporaries who can actually go out there and put on 5-star performances at all the fucking Stardom shows, right? At all the New Japan, All Japan Pro Wrestling, women, whatever the fuck you want to call them, whatever the case may be. You know that you cannot compare to them when it comes to actual fucking wrestling, yet you advocate for that to be the end-all fucking be-all. And lo and fucking behold, ladies and gentlemen, she recognized that she makes more money being fucking sexy, and she decided to, hey, let me take a rest because I'm making a shit ton of fucking money on OnlyFans, and let me go over there. Do we all get it now? Now you have all these people coming out of the woodwork suggesting everything goes, oh, Devontae, 5-star matches is all that matters. Devontae, don't you understand? You're nothing more than a misogynist. You're a sexist. You're You're for saying that women should go out there and they should probably, be sexy on television, legitimately sell their bodies for people to actually see them and relate to them. No different than how they do outside of wrestling on their Instagram posts and on their fucking Twitter posts and on their OnlyFans accounts. No, Devontae, don't advocate for the things that the women are already already doing in wrestling in order to stay relevant and over. No, Devontae, what matters in the end of the day is that you have to let the women do the same thing that the men are failing at fucking doing right now, considering that wrestling is at an all-time low when it comes to spectation. Oh! Yes, folks. Hella triggered when it comes to that. Super hella triggered. Super duper hella triggered. How you can have someone like an Elayna Black. Oh, and don't get it twisted, because we have more posts from more morons who advocate for the fucking stupidity of what Elayna Black and other women of her ilk actually advocate for. Huh? Look, you have this moron right here, Steph D. Lander, whatever her fucking name is. If anyone has a reply to this other than something like good for her, mental health is more important, you are a dumbass. No one cares about your mental health. You do not have mental health issues. You have, I don't want to fucking put in the work issues. Yet you sit here and virtue signal about putting in the work for everybody else to take a look at. No, you want to put in the work when you're in WWE because you're in the actual place where spectation and other people who are looking at you does benefit you a little bit more than you going on the indie circuit and legitimately having no one look at you when it comes to actually performing. That's what it is. Your meritocracy only matters when there are more eyeballs on you. So pray tell why when someone like me comes around and I suggest to do everything to maximize that exposure, I am called everything in the book but fucking right. And you know who says I'm right? The person who legitimately just put out a goddamn book suggesting, hey, my mental illness and my euphemisms are why I take breaks so I can go make more money putting clothes off and taking clothes on. Yes, I heard what I said. Shut the fuck up. I'm making a bigger point right now. Why? Oh, why does the obvious always have to smack these fucking people in the face, and yet they still advocate for the stupidity of what's currently going on in wrestling? Can I read you this post from this cuck real quick? I'm gonna leave all the links down in the description box below. Not just the initial Elayna Black one, not just Stephanie D. Dumbass, her post. No, look at what this moron texted directly underneath her post. There are racists, rapists, abusers, and just overall bad people in this industry, and y'all decided to bully a woman who fought through every injury and every setback so bad that she's willing to give up her lifelong dream. Fucking weirdos. You're a fucking weirdo. You're a fucking cuck. Do you know how many men get bullied and they still wrestle? Hell, do you know how many other women are getting bullied and they still wrestle? Why is everything having to be so special when it comes to professional wrestling, as if all the things that bad happen in professional wrestling doesn't happen in everyday life in any fucking industry? In any fucking industry. Do you at least ask yourself why she's being bullied? Does she have any fucking agency whatsoever? No, they don't. And none of them actually believe in agency whatsoever. Responsibility to these people is fucking kryptonite. They do not care. And this is my biggest problem when it comes to idiots like this guy right here. When it comes to people who push this lame ass agenda, yet they themselves don't want to partake within the agenda that they themselves are fucking pushing. You people are fucking hypocrites. You all have a double standard. And then you have morons in the media who want to push this nonsense even further because they think to themselves, this is what the women want. This is what the SJWs advocate for. And God being, if people actually see me push against the nonsense that got me into professional wrestling to begin with, God willing, if the things that got me to want to watch professional wrestling have, and I quote, aged terribly, because these diabolical fuckheads over here have deemed it diabolical, and now they themselves push against the thing that they advocate for. Now you see why I hate the media. Now you see why I hate the YouTube commentary people who don't give a fuck about any of the shit that they virtue signal about. All they want to do is tell their audience, hey guys, over here, I'm a good person right here. My arm is raised up. Please pick me. I'm the guy. I'm the white knight. I'm going to stick up for your rights that even you don't give a shit about. I'm telling you, this shit is fucking, it's dead, bro. It's all dead. It's all fucking dead. How about we kill all of this right now? How about we fucking take all of this, throw it in the fucking dumpster, and lock that bitch? We can kill this all right now. You want to hear my idea? You want to hear my idea? People get to wrestle. People get to strip. People who like to strip, they get to wrestle. People who like to wrestle, they get to strip. And then you put it on television, and don't give me this nonsense of, well, Devontae, you're just a sexist misogynist. But then when I go out of my way, for an example, to suggest that, hey, those female rappers going out of their way to fucking strip, how is it possible that they can be on YouTube showing their asses in every fucking scene, but if I go out of my way to show a meme of a guy sat on fucking fire as a goddamn joke, even though they're not really sat on fire, I can get a community guideline strike. And then when I suggest this, it's, you're even more sexist because women are going through so much fucking trouble that they should be allowed to do everything and anything. And if you question anything while they're trying to do everything, even though it contradicts itself, even though it contradicts everything that they themselves have already stated that they wanted to do to begin with, well, that makes you a horrible, terrible fucking person. You can't win. You can't win in society nowadays. You can't win in wrestling nowadays. You can't win with any of these nitwit dipshits nowadays. All they do is constantly move the goalposts from point A to point B to point C to point D. Eventually you get to point Z and they still try to move the goalposts past those alphabets when those alphabets don't even fucking exist at all. It's to the point now where all you can really do is throw your fucking hands up. And like I said, one more time, this is not me saying that what Elayna Black is doing should be discouraged. Like I said once, like I'll say again, I advocate for this type of fucking mentality of considering that, hey, my biological thing that, you know, biologically is within me, biologically speaking, should be pushed because it's biologically linked within me to actually attract men who are biologically straight because they like my biological booty. And then when you say that, you're considering going off of what this Daniel guy said, a fucking weirdo. It's so fucking cancer. It's so cancer. There's no winning or losing. Women, put back on your clothes. Who are you to tell women anything? Okay, women, take off your clothes. Okay, well, you're a fucking sexist loser. Okay, women, go fucking do whatever. Well, you know what, Elayna Black? Congratulations. Continue on doing what you're doing. No one is bullying her to the degree based off of everybody else in comparison. No one is going after Cora Jade based off of things that she did or did not do. No, she's a fucking entertainer. She says some stupid shit and people are going after her based on that. No, she's not having any type of mental anxiety or any of that nonsense. And if she is, for the love of God, fucking log off, fucking touch grass, fucking breathe fresh air, walk your fucking dog, go stare at a waterfall, stare at a fucking rainbow, do everything and anything but fucking get on Twitter with your fingers that you yourself have the power to not fucking be. I've been crashing out this entire video. I have been crashing out this entire fucking video. Can I get some comments, people? Comments down. I've been talking long enough about this. I don't think I said anything wrong, but of course people are going to be out there, oh, Devontae, yada, 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 suck my dick, I get it. As always, my name is Devontae, aka Millennial Smart, and I'll be catching you guys later. Deuces, P, ice, whatever. Just what fucking ever. Go out of your way to actually suggest that you're mentally unstable or whatever, having mental health issues, when all you really want to do is just fucking post OnlyFans pics because you make more money doing that, even though I've been advocating and saying for the longest that you should be doing that in wrestling, but then people fucking say that it's wrong to be doing that in wrestling. Oh my god, I fucking hate myself. Oh my god.